Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Happy Easter Sunday. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're enjoying the time you get to spend with your loved ones this Easter. And for those of you like me who have loved ones you're not able to spend time with, well, I hope you've been able to reach out to them and wish them a happy Easter as well. I'm out driving around again simply because I can, while I still have the freedom to do so. I want to just kind of give a little Easter Sunday drive and just enjoy the weather. It's really nice day today. It rained earlier, but now it's really nice. And I wanted to just kind of go for a little drive while I had an opportunity to, for you to share a couple of things with you while doing so. And on my Facebook page, I've been having a discussion with different friends of mine, and most of the people, when it comes to this whole COVID-19 thing, have been in large part in agreement with me saying this thing needs to end by the end of the month. We need to get back to the business of being Americans and getting our freedoms back again. And then there's some who just think I'm being selfish. I don't care about people. I want people to die, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Which, of course, is ridiculous, not even true in the slightest. And one woman I know even said, well, you and people who think like you, Steve, you guys get out there, and as soon as you drop dead, we can come clean up the bodies, and we don't have to deal with you kind of people anymore. I was like, wow. But hey, it takes all kinds. And one of the things I've been noticing, because there are people who have a certain mindset, a certain belief, who don't seem to mind that the freedoms that we used to enjoy like a month ago are all gone now, for the most part, or largely been set aside, been suspended without due process, other than just simply for a national emergency. And I don't know, maybe you don't have that feeling either. Maybe you don't seem to mind that kind of thing. If you don't, please put comments below. I'd love to see why. But I have a problem with that. And one of my friends even said, well, there's no religious persecution going on, and persecution based on this. And that's simply not true. There are several stories that haven't happened recently in the news. In fact, there's a church called On Fire Church in Louisville, Kentucky, that had to seek a temporary restraining order against the mayor of Louisville and the city of Louisville, because they have plans to keep any church services from happening today. And the church service in particular that this On Fire Church, Christian church, was planning on having was to have a drive-up or drive-in type of church service where the cars are going to be 6 feet apart. Everybody's going to stay in their cars. The preacher would be out on the platform on a loudspeaker or microphone and preaching the word of God, and everybody stay in their cars. And the mayor sought to keep that from happening, that there would be absolutely zero religious services, and he said it's all because of social distancing and blamed it all on the virus. Well, they had to go to a judge and seek a temporary restraining order, and thank God for this judge who basically came back and said what the city and the mayor were attempting to do was not constitutional, that you can't do that. But yet, there are governments out there that are trying it. And even the governor of Kentucky came out in favor of this deal. What is going on? What is going on? And by the way, I'll put the link to that story below. Don't worry about it. I have the link in there. There's also another story I read and watched the video for as well, where a father was in a park by himself with his daughter playing catch, a 60-year-old daughter playing catch. The police came and arrested him, or attempted to arrest him, because he's out in the park with his daughter. And you know how this happened, right? It happened because a concerned citizen turned him in. We live in America, and we have citizens turning in other Americans for stepping outside to get some fresh air with their daughter, with their 6-year-old daughter. No one else is at the park, just these two, playing at the park. And the man was about to get arrested. They actually put the cuffs on him, took him in the car in front of his 6-year-old daughter. And then, because he didn't want to tell him who he was, said, look, I'm just having some fun with my daughter. What's the problem? Turns out he was a former state trooper. Was having some fun with his daughter, about to get arrested in the park alone. So I'll have that story as well in the link. There's another couple other stories. There's a story of a young man in California who went boogie boarding or surfing by himself in the ocean. The ocean's pretty big. For those of you, I'm from California, from San Diego. For those of you who don't know, the ocean's pretty big. He was by himself. Got arrested for being out in the water. Social distancing. I'd say he was pretty socially distant. He's surfing by himself in the ocean. Everything the government wants to do or authorities want to do, they can wrap around this whole coronavirus, COVID-19 situation to get you to comply. It's another instance where, and this is one where I actually kind of agree with. There's a gentleman who was on the bus. He wasn't wearing a mask. Apparently everybody else in the bus was wearing a mask, I guess. The police who showed up were wearing masks and gloves, had to physically pull him off the bus. Now, I didn't agree with them doing that, physically pulling him off the bus, but rather than put up a fight, he should have just offered to leave. He was okay. And still gotten everybody his badge numbers and said, I have a right to be on the bus, but okay. But again, if their goal is you can't get on the bus unless you're wearing a mask or some type of facial covering, and he sought to, flout that, okay, I get it. But there's another bus story where the bus driver told the people on the bus that you can't be on this bus, as he's driving around, stops the bus, you can't be on this bus unless you have a face mask, like a surgical mask type deal to cover your face. Well, a lot of people did, most people did, I guess, but there was a few guys on there who had their own makeshift face mask, whether it be a scarf or some type of little towel, or it looked like one guy had like a turtleneck that he pulled up over his nose and mouth to cover up with, but masks they made themselves. Well, the bus driver got the police, and the police got on the bus and made those guys get off the bus because they weren't wearing what was sanctioned by the bus driver to be a proper face mask. Even though the president said, if you need to wear a scarf, you can make a makeshift scarf, turn it into a face mask. Certain general said that would be okay. Made them get off the bus. And by the way, the police officer who came on the bus and made these guys get off wasn't wearing a mask or gloves. But this is all about just the virus, right? Come on now. Come on. I've said this before and I'll say it again. And I said it on my Facebook page in the comments. Don't be so afraid that you're willing to give up your liberty for security. Because those who give up their liberty for security deserve neither and usually lose both. Pay attention. All that glitters is not gold, my friends. Don't just willingly allow people to tell you you can't do stuff that was legal a month ago to do. You're out in the park by yourself with your kid. You're at the beach by yourself. By yourself. Again, that was another instance where he got turned in. Concerned citizen turned him in. What is going on in this country? What's happening? We got to stop this foolishness. That's why this needs to end May 1st. May Day needs to be the day we stop this. Or at least start the process of rolling businesses back into place in different states. States that are hot spots, if they got to stay, counties or large portions of that state have to stay closed, okay, rock and roll. But other states that have less of an issue, let's start opening back up. We got to get our lives back. This is getting ridiculous, and before it gets way out of hand, it's time to rein in some of the silliness that's going on. And with that, I hope y'all are having a fantastic day. Y'all take care. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Oh, by the way, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, give me a thumbs up if you like what I said, give me a thumbs down if you didn't like it, that's okay too. I look forward to hearing from everyone. I appreciate my subscribers, and I look forward to this channel growing with you guys' help. Thanks again. Take care.